going on, guys? Today we're using our 1967 C40 Chevy flatbed truck here. We're doing some on-site work here. We're using it to pull a dump trailer. We got a big old pile here, as you can see, of tires. It's just dirt and shredded tires that are on our property. So we're trying to get some of it cleaned up. We're moving it over to another location on our property. We're just basically dumping it into a big pit, and then we're going to level it all off and clean it all up so it looks real nice, and clean up all these shredded tires here. We've had these on our property forever, so we're going to get these cleaned up and kind of take you guys along in the 67 here, the C40. I know some of you guys really like the C40 videos, so thought this would be a good time to make another video of it. So I'm just getting loaded right now. That's the dump trailer. This is the third day now the truck's been running, the third full day. We're going on the third full day. The truck's been running really good. Doesn't skip a beat. Thing just keeps on going. As soon as I get loaded here, I'll show you guys where we're going to be dumping. It's just a great big pit. It's definitely interesting driving this thing with being a manual truck, a 4-speed, and no power steering. Makes it kind of tricky backing in places with a heavy trailer behind you, but get pretty used to it over time, and it does pretty good. If you guys don't know much about these old C40 trucks, they're very, very low geared, so it makes it perfect for like on-site work like this. But they're definitely not a highway truck at all. Alright, they'll go down the highway. This thing will do about 60 miles an hour or so, and that's about all you'll get out of it, and you're running about 3,000 RPM, so it's pretty wrapped up doing highway speeds. But it's a good running truck, and the transmission in this thing, it's just a bulletproof, got some bulletproof gearing in this whole truck, and so it's really tough, and it makes it perfect for this on-site stuff, because it just keeps on pulling. Okay, here we go. I just keep it first gear, granny gear. Works really well, especially with a fully loaded trailer back there. First coming back, I'll probably throw it in second since I'm empty. There's that pile right there. It's probably almost about halfway gone now. So we're getting there, slowly but surely we're getting there. I don't know what the exhaust sounds like to you guys, but on video, it sounds like a Harley to me, but it might be all distorted to you guys. I'm not sure yet. Sounds pretty good. Straight pipes, 3-inch stacks. Right up here is the pit, so I don't have to go very far, which makes it a lot quicker for us to keep on moving this dirt. So it's just a great big pit we dug out back here, which was pretty much a pit anyways. So we're taking care of two problems at one time. We're cleaning everything up, and then we're also taking care of this little area back here, kind of leveling it all off, and hopefully one day we can get grass to grow back in here, maybe just dry land pasture. But as you can see over here, I got 3 piles sitting there. I'm going to try to squeeze in one more back there in that corner. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to film here for you guys, but I'll keep the camera going, and I'm just going to set you guys down for a second, and then I'll show you guys as we're dumping here. Really should get me my GoPro out, but I don't have it right now. I'd show you guys backing up, but I really need 2 hands to do this. No power steering. Okay, got backed in there in one shot. It's kind of tight in here too. This is my 4th load over here, so it's starting to get kind of tight over here. But I got her backed in here in this little corner. Looks pretty level. We also, so this dump trailer, it's a gooseneck. It's got a basically like a car battery is kind of what it is in here. That runs a electric motor that runs your hydraulic on the dump trailer. What we had to do here is run a jumper cable basically off the truck battery straight back here to the battery on the trailer in order to keep it charged up enough. We were having issues with the battery going dead too quick. It would go dead after the first couple of loads, so had to run some jumper cables here. So I've been unplugging it too every time I dump it, because these wires here are pretty light duty and they'll end up pretty much just melting down. So I just unplugged those anytime we're using the trailer. We got a little remote, and here we go. And as I dump it here, the load will end up pushing the truck forward a little bit, and then I'll pull up a little bit and make sure that load gets all the way out. Starting to slide out. There we go. Okay, she's all the way up. I'm going to pull forward a little bit. Make sure all the material gets out of the trailer. There we go. There's my 4th load so far for today. Going pretty good so far. No breakdowns, everything been everything's been going pretty smoothly so far. There we go. Hook our cable back up so keep our battery charged up. Oh, pinching the gold cable there. That's just ground cable. I think it's okay. Okay, I'll show you guys back here. I don't know how it shows on video here, but it's a pretty good size hole back in here. So we're gonna hopefully get all of them tires and everything moved over here, get all this filled in, and then we're gonna level all this off. You can see some of it is already, Dad's got some of it leveled off already up there, so should look pretty good once we're all done. Looks like the trailer is empty. I'm good to go. We'll grab another one. There we go. Put in a second. Trailer brakes work really well on this thing. It's kind of nice, not putting all that stress on the truck itself. I got a bucket here for us. So if you don't know the story, we before we moved to this place here, going on I guess 9 years this fall, 2024. Before we moved here, I guess they used to run a tire shredding plant out of here, so they shredded tires all the time, I guess, and they just scattered them all over the place. In fact, right where we're sitting, when we first came to look at this property, there was a loader sitting somewhere in this area, and right where we're sitting was like, I think there was like 2 or 3 big giant piles of shredded tires. And of course there were shredded tires all over the land, all over out here, just all over the place. When we first came to look at the property, we thought it was, our first thoughts were it was probably a landfill, but it actually was a tire shredding plant, unfortunately, and so it left us with a whole bunch of shredded tires everywhere. And right here where we're sitting, we've actually dug the ground down, took the grade down probably a good 2 feet, and because all the tires were actually buried, there's a lot of tires that were buried under the ground, so we scraped all of this ground back in here, and took it down about 2 feet and made this massive pile here of tires and dirt, and I think we even came across some hydraulic lines and some belting, conveyor belting. And so yeah, so now we got this massive pile here, which is about halfway gone now. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this out of here, get all cleaned up, moved up to that pit, get the pit all leveled off and cleaned up nice, and maybe throw some dry land pasture grass seed out there, and hopefully it'll fill in real nice and clean it up real good. I really wish we had a loader right now. It would go super quick. If we had a big old loader, and it would probably be one day with a loader and this dump trailer, we'd probably be done. But all we got right now is this trailer, this dump trailer, and we got this little Kubota here. It's the MX series. So the bucket on it, it's a fair size, but when it comes to massive amounts of material like this, it takes some time. So, but we're getting there. It's coming along. So I think as far as this area where I'm sitting, as far as this goes, once this pile here is all gone, then it's basically, there's just a little bit of tires right in this area right here, this front section. I don't think there's a lot that's buried over there, but there's a few that are just a little bit under the surface, and they're just kind of loose tires on top of the surface, and a few back over here behind this camper. So but once we get this big pile out of here, we'll probably just hand pick this, take a rake on the back of our tractor, and probably rake all of this real good and smooth it off, and maybe even replant all of this in dry land pasture. And yeah, this whole area here should be pretty clean, pretty free of tires. We still have a few spots on the property, mainly out in the I guess in the horse pasture over here. Right over here is a horse pasture. Oh, camera will focus. Right over here is a horse pasture, and then out back behind it is our cow pasture. Back up over here, and there's some pretty big mounds of tires and that kind of stuff. So, and there's some baling wire and stuff they use to tie the tires together, I guess. So someday we'll get to it, and we'll get all that picked up and cleaned up, and then I think our whole property at that point should be good and clean of tires, which would be really, really nice, because you know, we've been here for almost 9 years now, and we're still going at it, but we're getting it. Okay, we got our second load here since I've been filming. So this is pretty much all we do. This is our third day doing it, just hauling this dirt back and forth. And so yeah, there's not a whole lot to film for you guys, but thought I'd take a few minutes and do some filming for you guys. I know you guys really like the C40 videos, so I don't know how long I'll film. I'll probably run up here and dump another load, and I'll probably end the video, just because it's just the same old stuff over and over again. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and thought I'd put a little something different out there. Dad's gonna have to move some of these piles before I can dump in there. Do you want me to just dump this one load in front of one of the others, or do you want to just wait till you move the piles?
Oh, let me take a quick peek at it here. I just don't want to make any more work for either one of us.
Got it. Okay, so he's going to take a look at this and see if he wants to move it first and before I dump, or...
Found it there. And he dropped it there.
Okay. Just straight back, or what?
Well, back in there.
Oh, okay.
In there. Just back straight back in there.
We're going to drop this load then, and then he's going to move some of those piles, make us more room for the next load. Back into this corner again, where we just dropped this last one. Okay, should be good. Undo my cable. Here we go. Pull forward. Make sure the trailer gets emptied. Okay. Okay, we'll back up. Oh. Alright guys, well, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. We've been doing this for about 3 days, so it's just basically the same old stuff over and over and over again. So I don't want to, there's really not a whole lot to film, since it's just the same old stuff over and over again. So, but hope you guys liked the video of the C40. For the ones you haven't seen yet, we got some bucket seats here in the truck. I got a carpet kit I put in a while back, the bucket seats. We got a new dash pad, rear view mirror, and yeah, just a few little things like that I've done to it. I still need to like dress up the gauge cluster, but yeah, I got tinted windows. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I tinted the windows, put new window regulators, new knobs and handles and everything. But yeah, good working truck. It still has a small block 350 Chevy in it. Just a good workhorse. So appreciate you guys watching, and maybe I'll make another video here pretty soon.